Hernan Cortes was born in the year 1485 in Medellin, Spain. A young Cortes left Spain and set sail for Hispaniola, land that Columbus already claimed for Spain. He ends up in Cuba in 1511. Cortes convinced the Cuban government to let him lead an expedition to establish colonies in Mexico, thus making him general, and so Cortes ventures into Mexico, and in 1518 he establishes Veracruz, and appoints himself captain general. After that he decides to destroy his ships and burn the bridge, so to say, with Cuba's government. As Cortes reaches Tenochtitlan, he's welcomed because he's thought of as a god, and Moctezuma and him engage in a bit of small talk, exchange gifts, and then Cortes backstabs him and takes control of Tenochtitlan, adding horses, guns, and smallpox. When Cortes becomes aware that the Cuban government is out to get him because he hasn't returned to Cuba, he leaves Pedro de Alvarado in charge of Tenochtitlan. While Cortes confronts the threat, Cortes wins and adds more troops to his army. When Cortes arrives, he finds the city in chaos because Pedro de Alvarado killed several priests. In hopes to calm the protesters, Montezuma tried to intervene and was killed by a thrown rock. The Spanish, sustaining considerable amount of damage and loss, are driven from Tenochtitlan on what became known as Noche Triste. In 1521, with the help of Doña Marina and other interpreters, he gathered allies the Aztecs long subjugated, and returned to Tenochtitlan, eventually conquering the city. In 1523, Hernan Cortes is named Captain General of New Spain and Government of Mexico. Cortes eventually wanted to explore and travel again and ended up finding California. He died back in Spain in 1547.